Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria Mites, but you can just call me Mary. Today's video is going to be curly hair tips and tricks for anyone who is starting the curly hair journey, or for those who didn't really know much about any tricks for curly hair. So this video is for you guys as well as anyone else who's just interested on wanting to know more about curly hair in general. This is for you, boo. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. The first tip is always finish your wash with cold water. That will lock in and seal the moisture and just lock everything in. So when you're taking a shower and when you're washing your hair, you can wash your hair with warm water, hot water, whatever it is that you want to do, but always make sure that the last water that you do apply on your hair is cold, because that'll just seal and lock in moisture, and it'll also reduce frizz. So that's just a quick little tip in case you didn't know that. Tip number 2 is satin pillowcases. Satin pillowcases refrain from your curls to have any breakage or split your ends or just anything like that. It reduces frizz, so that's why so many girls who have curly hair rave about satin pillowcases. I love satin pillowcases. It leaves my skin and also my hair feeling very nice and not rough at all. However, some people don't know where to buy satin pillowcases. You can get it at Amazon in case you didn't know, but some people don't really know what to do for a satin pillowcase. Me personally, when I didn't have a satin pillowcase, I would always just use a satin hair scarf and just tie my hair up and just put it up in a pineapple and just, you know, sleep like that. I didn't really put much thought into it, but once I had the satin scarf, basically areas where my hair would touch anything, I would just wrap it with a satin scarf and just call it a night. Tip number 3 is to try and minimize the heat that you apply to your hair. Straightening your hair or curling your hair, blow drying your hair, whatever it is that you want to do can damage and can reduce your curl pattern to make it not that curly or not that defined that it was once before. So you don't want to do that to your curls, because you have been working so hard to making your curls looking really healthy and very defined. And if you are someone who likes to straighten their hair, have like a realistic goal where you can only straighten your hair to like once every month, and then next thing you know, once every 2 months or once every 3 months, you know. So it's something where you can do as like a progression till you're comfortable with just wearing your natural curls. And I'm not saying not to straighten your hair ever, I'm just saying to minimize it, so don't do it all the time. Tip number 4 is don't overdo products. Overdoing products basically clogs up your scalp and just doesn't give your scalp much room to breathe to where it actually, you know, grows and does what it needs to do, because clogging it just with all that stuff is just very nasty. Whenever I overuse products and overdo it, I just feel so yucky within a couple hours or even a day. It just feels so weird, and I just feel like my scalp is just clogged up and can't breathe and just so itchy. So refrain from using lots of products on your scalp. Tip number 5, I am so bad at this tip, but I just want to share with you guys, is to try and not wash your hair daily. I wash my hair like way too often. It's ridiculous. So the reason why you shouldn't wash your hair daily is because the natural oils that us curly hair girls have, it takes a very long time for it to come and restore and moisturize and just penetrate from the roots all the way to the ends. You washing your hair just washes away and strips away the natural oil that your hair has. So just refrain from washing your hair daily. I would do it at least once every 2 weeks or whatever works best for you. I just wouldn't do it like every single day, which I'm not gonna lie, that's what I used to do back in the day. Tip number 6 is do not towel dry, guys. Towel drying can lead to breakage, can lead to dryness, and can also lead to having your hair become frizzy. Always use a cotton t-shirt or a microfiber towel, or even just air dry. I like to air dry all the time. I don't like to apply any cotton t-shirts, because either way I'm still gonna get frizz, and I just feel like air drying best suits me. So if you can air dry, I know it takes a longer process to do that, but air drying is just the best route for my hair. Tip number 7 is to always lock in your moisture with some sort of oil, like coconut oil, olive oil, Jamaican black castor oil, whatever oil you have. Just make sure that once you're done applying your styling cream, your deep conditioner, whatever it is that you apply, make sure that you seal it in with some sort of oil so it just penetrates and just locks everything in. Tip number 8 is to deep condition your hair. I like to deep condition my hair frequently. I just love to restore that moisture back into my hair. If my hair feels really dry or brittle or just look really damaged, that's when I'll just lock in the moisture with some deep conditioners. I have many favorite deep conditioners. I don't really have a specific one that I use all the time. I like to alternate because I don't want my hair to get too used to that product. But yeah, deep conditioners are really, really good for those who have dry hair like myself. Tip number 9 is do not shampoo your hair all the time, guys. If you wash your hair, that does not mean you should apply shampoo to your hair. Only apply shampoo to your hair when your scalp is just really, really dirty or really crusty or whatever it is. And if you feel like your scalp is flaky, that's when I would shampoo. Other than that, do not waste your time in shampooing, because shampooing can literally just strip away the natural oil and the moisture and all that stuff that you had for your hair, and it'll just wash it away. Tip number 10 is to trim your hair frequently. I am a huge trimmer. I like to cut my hair as often as I can. I've cut my hair to an A-line bob, to shorter, like to up to my neck, to my collarbone. I've cut my hair so many different times. I just like to see that growth and that transformation. I think it's also very refreshing. Tip number 11 is to not touch your hair as soon as you get out of the shower. So many people that I know touch their hair, oh my gosh, they touch their hair once they get out of the shower, and then hours after their hair is dried, they complain about their hair or their curls not being so defined, or there's so much frizz. And the reason why you don't want to touch your hair is because you want to just let your curls set and let it cool and let it just dry in its own course. Whenever you touch your hair, it just frizzes up, and then your curls get all types of weird looking, and you just don't want that to happen. So just please, please, please refrain from touching your hair. It'll look 10 times better when you just let it set and let it cool. And then after a while, you can apply products to your hair. Tip number 12 is to not use a brush when you are brushing out your hair. Use a wide tooth comb or use a pick. Guys, these things will work 10 times better. It will leave your hair feeling less frizzy, and it also not damage your curls or disrupt the curl pattern in any shape, way, or form. And the most that I will use for a brush is a Tangle Teezer, which you can find at Target or Walmart, I believe. But yeah, these are just Tangle Teezers, which mine is pretty tore up right now. I basically use this when I'm in the shower, and just in each section I will part it and just brush it out, and this is really, really good for taking any knots out of my hair. The last tip is know your curls, guys. Know your curl pattern, know your curl shape, know what curl type you are. Whatever it is, just know how your curl patterns are and the styles and the products that work well for your hair and the products that don't work well for your hair. You guys want to take into consideration that not everyone's hair is the same. Everyone's hair is different. So you want to make sure that you are doing your research on, you know, what you can do to improve your hair type and improve your curls and make your hair feel very healthy and very defined and very organic, enriching, and all that fun stuff. And yeah, that's all the tips that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And don't forget to follow my social media accounts. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!